Get down, James Brown.
Hello, everybody. This is Michael Segura coming to you from Craftex again. We're having another podcast, and we're visiting with Cher today, the lovely Cher Pessis.
I don't have a voice. Just kidding.
She has a voice today. I may not have much of a voice today, but I'm here, and we are well, and we are good, and we're happy to be here.
Are we?
I am. I know I am, Cher.
Yes, I am.
Well, I think the purpose of today's show is to discuss what we just did this past couple of weeks ago. We were overseas. We were in the old world. We went to Germany. We were in Frankfurt, and we were attending one of the trade shows there and getting ready for next Christmas, getting ready for just to get inspired and to see what was happening and what was going on.
And to order.
And to order, yes. We placed some really great orders for some really cool stuff that I think you guys are going to be happy with.
I think so.
I'm really proud of the work that we did, all the effort that was put into making...
Everything just kind of flowed together like it was meant to be.
Yes, it's really amazing. So we're really excited. I know I am.
Yes, I am. I'm very excited. I really felt like we hit the mark.
Yes.
In our planning and our color schemes and the whole team was very much focused on making this happen.
Yes.
So I feel as though our ideas of what's to come isn't going to be 100%, but pretty darn close.
Yes, and in many ways, too, I feel like we were ahead of the curve or ahead of the trends.
Yes.
So we're right on the mark and a little ahead. So we're good.
I think so.
Which is a nice change for us, I think.
Yeah, we're tired of being last.
Yes.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's right.
So, yes, we did actually look at almost the entire market this time. It's first time for me.
Yes.
Was it first time for you?
I did a lot of walking. I know. One day we did how many steps? I can't remember.
36,000?
Yes. I mean, can you imagine? The name of the place that we go to, the actual place in Frankfurt is called the Frankfurt Messe, which translates into the Frankfurt Fair. So it's a Christmas show that's happening along with two other shows with Creative World, along with Paper World, and we were attending Christmas World. And we walked...
I don't think it was Paper World.
Or what was it? It was Creative World, Christmas World, and something else.
Some kind of home good.
Something, yeah.
Something. Like pots and
or
pans.
Ambiance. Or ambiente. Yes.
Ambiente, which translates to...
Ambiance.
Yeah, so that... But have you walked the entire thing before?
I don't think I've walked the entire thing before like we did this time. But it was good to see, for at least for the many years that I've been going and attending, it was good to see the crowds.
The many years that I've been going.
No, yes, whatever. But it was good to see all the people that were in attendance. I mean, the halls, all the corridors were filled, all the escalators, the elevators were filled with people. It was good. There was a good energy that was going on and happening. So it was good to be a part of all that. It was exciting.
I wasn't paying attention to anybody else.
No, okay. All right.
Just us.
Just us, okay. Lies, all
As
lies.
we flittered around.
Fluttered, and we did. I know I flittered and fluttered around all the time, but it was exciting.
It was very exciting. We did, believe it or not, all the way over there, we saw people we knew.
Yes. Isn't that fun? It's crazy and how many people we actually run into. Yes, we're on the other side of the world, and to be called out and say, "Hey, Michael, hey, Cher," and it's fun. It's we build relationships, we build community is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's really nice.
Yeah, and you sit and chit chat for a little bit, but really and truthfully, it's not as easy as you would think it would be. Oh, we're just going to be shopping all day. It's not quite like that. It's exhausting. You are going from 8 o'clock in the morning until you might not get back to the hotel until maybe 8, 10 o'clock at night. And you're on your feet all day, moving and grooving and making decisions at a lightning pace of we can use that, not that, this, nope, not that. And then if there's something we butt heads on and Michael says, we need these. And I say, for what?
But for the most part, we agree on just about most
Yes.
everything.
And sometimes we have to do a little shifting and moving, and especially when we're creating brand new looks that don't exist yet. And
putting together the packaging and how things are going to be packed and whatnot. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy that aspect of it.
but we do have to stop each other from time to time and be like, okay, does this make sense? Or is this going to translate what we're trying to do?
Right. And we're finding all those small little details about, paint colors or the way things are finished with particular tops and, and hangers and so on. So it's really a lot of fun.
It is. And using the product and knowing what works and what doesn't work really is very helpful.
That's very true.
And the colors, like example red, it's not that simple.
No. There are so many different shades of red that are out there.
And in Texas, there's only certain reds that Texans love.
Exactly.
Other places can get away with things. But here, it has to be the right red.
Yes, there's brick reds, there's Chinese reds, there's every red in between, and it's got to be that perfect shade of Christmas red that everyone looks for.
Yeah, it can't be off.
No.
We will hear about it all season.
It can't be burgundy, it can't be wine.
I mean, those colors are coming.
Right,
but
right.
the example being that it's not as easy as you think it would be. I mean, it's not manual labor, it's mental labor all day.
And it can be taxing, absolutely. And then trying to get your salespeople or the people you're working with to really understand what it is you're looking for and wanting. But it does take a little effort.
But I feel like this year we were much more prepared for what we were going for, what the plan is, and the whole team understood it.
We were target buying.
And
absolutely.
Really focused in on it. So it did help to not get distracted with things that, oh, that's cute.
And you know what really helped me, at least in my mind, is that we had a couple of scouts that were ahead of us. They were aisles ahead of us, buildings ahead of us, halls ahead of us that were running through and taking notes and taking photos and say, hey guys, when you're finished there, you really need to make sure that you stop at this booth and look at these particular items. What do you think? Will this work? So that really helps a great deal.
It did. And we switched up with that. I was a scout at one point. I like being a scout. Because you walk in the showrooms and people are like, can I help you? I'm like, nope, but the team's behind me. This is what they're looking for. So if you could go ahead and get this out and set it there, they'll be right in.
Right. The funny thing is, as big as this place is, as big as the halls are, and with everything that's going on, some of those showrooms are just so tiny. And, they utilize just about every square foot that they can when it comes to creating their displays. They don't do the kind of display work that we have where you can actually walk around and meander around. I mean, they have artificial walls that are set up. They have slotted walls or pegboards with all the different things that are samples for them that they're showing off. And the amount of walking space that you have in these little showrooms is minimal to none, and there are little tables and chairs where you can sit and visit with the salesperson. It's almost impossible. I know Cher, I gave up my seat for Cher a couple of places where she's sitting down and we're writing orders, and I'm actually on my knees, at the table height, and we're writing orders and whatnot. So when I got back at the hotel that evening, I said, I was on my knees most of the day, and I was. I mean, it was like, wow, my knees are killing me. But
well, that particular showroom, it was all glass ornaments.
Yes.
So it's nothing but pegboard with long, probably about 8-inch pegs sticking out, and there's just enough room to just squeeze through.
Right.
And every time I put Michael in front of me, because every time he would walk through, his jacket would catch the little loop on the side would catch on one of those pegs, and he would stretch that loop out, and I'd be like, stop. The whole thing's coming down.
Right.
And it's kind of nerve-wracking to be going in there because you hear ting, 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 ting.
Yes, all the
And
clanking.
we're not the only ones in there.
No, we're not.
It's shoulder to shoulder.
And, and this is just me saying this out loud. It just seems that wherever Cher and I tend to go or whatever showroom we wander into, there are like people that are following us. It's like, oh my, what are these Americans doing? What are they looking for? Wherever they go, we want to be, and it's like, okay, we need to shake these people off of our tail. And, but it's like, okay, what's going on? But it was fun.
It did feel like that. We'd get in someplace and then it would fill up. Like, I need space. I'm American. I'm
yes,
big.
that's right. That's right. And then we not only would we just take over the entire showroom, we'd end up taking a part of the aisleways, too, the main corridors where people are walking, because there's only so much room. So we're taking product and we're putting it out on the aisles and putting collections together and showing, okay, this is what we're going to do. And of course, everybody stopped. A lot of people tend to stop and watch and see what we're doing, and people are wanting to do what we're doing. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Take this off of here, put it onto there. Don't need that part. And some orders went a lot faster than others.
Yes, they did.
Others were like, the first day, we only visited 3 showrooms because we were placing orders.
Yes.
And that's it. Market opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m. And that's how long it took us to do 3 showrooms. That was a long day.
A long day, yes. And I was on my knees.
Not the whole day, just for one of the showrooms. He's being dramatic. So lots of walking, lots of inspirational things to see. Took lots of pictures and videos. But I don't know about you, but for me, it's not just at market where we get inspired. It's also when we're outside of market and overseas and seeing flowers, natural things, and how beautiful other countries decorate their buildings. And it's very inspiring and lots of picture taking so that we can come back and go, how can we transform that here for people to feel or experience what we did?
Right.
And that's how I get inspired.
Right. I agree, because in addition to the show and working there in Frankfurt, we took a week of vacation. There was a group of us, and we traveled together. I took my husband, Alex. Cher took her partner, and Wendy took her daughter. And we're basically tourists, but we were in Amsterdam, Holland. We were in The Hague. We were in Brussels. And just being able to be out, looking around the different shops, the shop windows. It's all about window dressing. And that's the thing that really excites me. I like to see what other people are doing in their windows to draw, everyone in, and that to me is very exciting, and I loved it to be a part of that, and take those ideas and take snapshots, and it's very inspiring. Absolutely.
Kind of like every year they pick, I don't know who they are, but somebody picks there's a chosen dog for the year. Last year it was a Frenchie. This year it was the Wiener dog. And I was like, oh, look, and I'm taking pictures of all these wiener dogs. And then we're not at market. We're going to dinner, and we're walking past an eyeglass place, and they have those same green wiener dogs with the glasses on. And I was like, those were at market.
It's fun. It's cute.
So I like to see how other people are using the product that we're seeing for the first time.
Right.
And the different art and where you see it out and about and being used, and just getting people's take on it. People watching while you're at market to see, what are they gravitating to? Where's everybody headed to? Why is everybody stopped at this booth? Why is there nobody at that booth?
Exactly, right? Yeah, there were quite a few booths that didn't have any action going on whatsoever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. I don't know, because if nobody's in there and we aren't looking for it, I'm not going in there to price it.
Exactly.
So who knows what that's all about. But it is interesting, and you do get to meet people from all over the world and get their take on things. And one of the things that we introduced to several people overseas was
our mums,
our homecoming mums, and what all that entails. And they were like, they were truly shocked. They were like, really?
So for those of you who don't know what a football mom is, here in Texas, football mom is pretty much an institution, I think, and in terms of the way people look at them. With all for high schoolers, juniors and senior girls and boys will wear these football mums. They're not corsages. They're mainly like banners that are filled with flowers and filled with ribbons and all kinds of trinkets and whatnot, and all the accoutrements that hang off of them, all the bells and whistles and braids and whatnot. So, we were looking specifically.
It's big business.
It is. So, we're trying to talk to people and explain to them what it is we're looking for. And
So we had to show them pictures of what it is and what it's about.
right, and they had no concept. Concept.
None. But once we showed them and explained, this we like this garland, but we need it to be about this long, and we need it to light up, and what all we needed. And then they were like, when we'd show them pictures and talk about what people do. Oh, okay. They really? I'm like, yeah, really. One day,
Right.
get to do it all one day. So that was pretty fun showing people. There were some people going, they wear that on their body?
They do. Yes. Yes.
Where's the person? Oh, she's back there. That's some really big ones. So that was fun. And then what did we see that we hadn't seen before? What was it? There was something.
There was a lot of lavender that was on display, the color lavender. I remember seeing. Now, lavender is not something that we tend to think of in terms of Christmas color. But, in some of the displays that we were looking at, we thought, okay, wow, I can see that happening. But that's not something we're bringing in. We're not bringing in a whole lot of lavender or anything. In this,
Well, yeah, that main entrance,
right.
everybody contributed to.
Right.
I guess to explain it is when you walk, there's a lot of buildings, but in this particular building that we needed to be in, they have an entrance that everybody that's in that building contributes to the entry look.
The displays.
And every little booth contributes something. And then the designers of that entrance make it all come together.
Right.
So they did take a lot of almost dreamy,
Very soft.
kind of look,
Right.
butterflies and soft lighting and lavender and
Right,
green and brown.
It looked more like springtime to me than it did Christmas. So,
Absolutely, but it was
But
very,
it was very fantasy, basically.
very fantasy, dreamy fairyland, which did not go with what I
No,
expected.
no, not at all.
Because
But it was pretty.
the color of the year is mocha
Yes.
mousse, which
And,
is a
and they
little
did use some of that in their display.
Yes, that was incorporated, but it wasn't a dominant.
No, not at all.
So I'm not real sure where the lavender came from. And we did, okay, Michael wanted me. He tried to talk me into going and interrupting one of the designers, but the designer was talking to someone. I was like, I'm not going to do that to them. And he's like, just go. I'm like, well, you go. He goes, I will, but he didn't either. So we tried to wait him out. It didn't happen. So we just wanted to.
We didn't want to be rude Americans.
Exactly. I didn't want to be
barging in.
stereotyped.
Yeah.
I mean, you really wanted to, though. He's taking all the time.
Yeah, I was monopolizing this man's time. It's get off. Let's go. Come
It's
on.
our turn.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm not doing it. You do it. I'll do it in America, but not over
Right,
here.
right.
So I think other than that, I was just trying to remember. It seemed like there was something else that was just super interesting. You do see little things here and there that, it's not just putting a new twist on it. It's
Right.
a whole new product.
Right.
Sometimes it's things we don't use here. And then, because when you're looking at that much stuff, I mean, Creative World, so you know what that's about, is like maybe more school type things.
Yeah, art related.
Art, like paints and spray paints and
Oils
stickers and
yes,
yeah, I mean,
paintbrushes, papers.
yeah, things like that. And then Ambiente is everything else.
Yeah, more like house and home kind of things. Yeah.
stuff that we don't purchase for here, but it's still nice to go in and look and see how they're utilizing things
Right.
to accessorize
Right.
or, just to get that inspired feeling. Because I don't know if any of you out there, but I know that we get stale.
I know I do. Yes, absolutely.
And it takes a little spark to come back and go, oh,
Oh, yeah.
guess what? Guess what we saw? What we did? Look at our pictures, look at our videos. And we bring it back to share with everyone here so that they can also hopefully catch the fever,
The vibe.
the vibe fever of inspiration. And I think from walking around, if you haven't been to Craftex in a while, you really should come by. We're in the midst of big moves and
Transition right now.
transition of seasons, transition of shelving, moving merchandise around. And I can see a lot of what we experienced going on over here in the entrance.
Right.
So, and there's more pieces to come,
Yes.
big pieces.
Display pieces, beautiful things that are coming in right now. Our floral department is expanding. We're doing a little bit of a switch up or a change in our entryway to the main showroom. Our registers are moving. The whole setup here is going to be different very, very soon. So we have everything set up in a way that that's pretty much temporary. So it's still very shoppable. It's still springtime. It's still Easter. So come by and see us.
And we developed so many new ribbons.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm excited about the ribbons. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
That
you
was
guys,
half of a day of going through. I think we probably went through
I can't tell you. I didn't count.
maybe 200
Probably
different rolls and making them how we want them to look. There were very few that we said, oh, just as it is.
Right. So we have our Craftex vibe, our Craftex flair being introduced to some of these ribbons, modifying a lot of these things, making little changes here and there. So yeah, it's going to be pretty. It's going to be very nice.
Yeah, we definitely, that was a half of a day, and that's working quickly. That's not taking a break. That's not anything. That's one roll after the next after the next.
You got coffee or you got tea, didn't you? I didn't get anything. I got water.
Well, then you got something.
Well, yeah, but it's like, come on, I want something nice. I want something sweet.
You could have had coffee,
Ugh,
and my
no,
coffee was not sweet.
no.
But it sure did give me that boost I needed
No,
for
I'm
the
not
rest
a
of
coffee
the day.
drinker. No, thank you. Yeah,
He is lying.
I'll have a cappuccino very infrequently.
What do you think is in that cappuccino?
I totally get it, but in terms of me thinking, I'm going to have coffee, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not stopping for coffee.
But when he
anymore.
has one, he has two. Every time.
Usually, yes.
But I don't drink coffee.
I'd rather stop and get a Coke first.
That's true, you would. So, and you do stay thirsty over there.
Yes,
Goodness.
yes, I know.
Water is a hot commodity over there. They'll give you like a little dash of water.
Still water
Yeah.
at that, yes.
That's all. Could I have some water? You get like a cup like this big. Could I have more?
Just to wet your whistle.
Right? So it's a lot of fun. It is challenging. It is fun to come back and share these experiences with everyone and to process it together and talk about, even as a team, we talk about, okay, this is what we saw today. This is my ideas of how I could utilize it, or I don't have an idea yet, but it's been inspiring. So
And then we all get together later and we all take a look. We all take a gander. Let's meet here and look at this item or this group of items and see if we like these things. So, yeah, it all comes together. We're all working together to make this happen.
yeah, I mean, initially we'll go through and Michael will pick everything he likes. I'll pick everything I like. And then we get everything laying there. And then we go through and say, okay, if we're going to do a group, this and this needs to come out, or let's put this one over here in, or, whichever. And then, but I think what I really enjoyed was, for instance, I don't mess with Christmas lights. I mean, other than it being on a Christmas tree.
Right.
So we have people here that's their
Right.
department is Christmas lights. So when we went into some of the shops that have Christmas lights, I could just step back. I didn't have to be in the middle of it
Right.
because that's your specialty.
Right.
Go run with it.
Right.
Make it happen. Make it beautiful.
Right.
And that was fun to watch because I didn't have to be
Right.
on in the moment. I
Right.
could just let them do what they needed to do. And
Exactly.
that was fun. And same with containers. I mean, yes, I use them,
Mm-hmm.
but we have somebody that they have great input. So let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we really, I think our team this year, I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I think it was probably the best focused year
I think so.
in productivity.
I agree.
We didn't just run around going, I'll take it all.
Right, because we've done that in the past where we're just scanning everything. We'll take. And it's like, no, we've got to pare this down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some things are already coming in. Things that we didn't think would come in till the end of the year or next year.
Exactly, yes.
And I'm like,
And this is a first for us, so this is great.
yeah. I mean, look at all this Easter stuff we have going on here. I mean, I know you can't see it, but I mean, things that we ordered back in December
Yes.
already here. That's wonderful. Sometimes it takes a whole year
Yes, it does.
before it gets here. So we really have put the hammer down. So this is what we need. This is what we want.
That's right.
Make it happen.
That's right. And they're doing it. Yeah.
And they're doing it.
Mhm.
Wow. Feels special.
So anyway, so this was basically our little recap of what we did overseas in Germany for our Christmas shopping. So we have a lot of things that are coming in that we're really excited about, and you're going to have to come in during our open house. And of course, Christmas open house is going to be June 28th. So remember to put that down. Here we are at the very last of February. It's going to be March, this weekend. So how many more months is that? My goodness, before we're open again, before we hit the ground running. Christmas is coming. Get ready.
Crazy. Oh my gosh. Christmas never ends for us.
No, it does not. We're doing Christmas when Christmas is over.
Yeah.
When it's
And
about to be over.
When everybody's shopping Christmas, we're doing Easter and Valentine. And
Exactly.
yeah, we have to be that far ahead to make things happen.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes that's hard to think that
To
far.
get in that frame of mind, yes.
Yeah, when you're dealing with this frame of mind,
Yes.
to switch over.
But we adapt. We do what we need to do.
We do adapt. Or sometimes we have to adapt with each other and be like, come on, we can do this. We got this. We can do this. And we talk ourselves through it, which is good.
Yes. We're there for one another, each and every one of us here.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think with that, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. And again, remember, folks, if you need to find out anything about us here at Craftex, you can always find us on all the social media platforms, on Instagram, on Facebook, of course, Pinterest. You can always find us at our webpage, craftex.com, and check that out. You can see
YouTube, too?
YouTube as well. So go to our craftex.com.
Do we have TikTok? Yes.
Okay, we do have a TikTok page. Okay,
Wow.
great. Yes. Okay. See?
We got it all.
Yeah, we've got it all. Got it going on. That's
So
right.
just real quick, some new things. If you haven't been in, and you can come in and check out the Easter, it's beautiful. There's a sale going on right now with Mardi Gras. And we just started carrying trap candles, room spray, all the goodies over there.
The diffusers, the candles.
More containers than we've ever had. So if you need some beautiful things, come in and check us out.
Some beautiful
We're
accent pieces. Yeah.
expanding
That's
here.
right. And another thing I want to point out about the webpage as well, if you check us out on Facebook and on Instagram, you can always shop there as well. So it'll redirect you to our webpage as well. So you can go online and look at us, find us there.
And we have a great shipping team,
Yes, we do.
media team. So
We keep them busy.
y'all keep them busy. Thank you. When people come in, they say, I'm going to get in trouble here. I've already spent this amount of money here. And I'm like, well, I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for paying my salary.
All right. So with that, we're going to say thank you. Thank you, Cher, for visiting. All right. Bam.
Bam.